Good morning and welcome to Malham. We're here today to do the Pennine Barrier 50 mile ultra. So it starts here in Malham, goes up past Malham Cove, over Fountains Fell, and then drops down to Pennine to pick up the Yorkshire Three Peaks walking route. So it does Pennine, Whernside and Ingleborough back into Horton, and then you go back up to the bottom of Pennine and then pick the route up that you took to go out to go back. But on the way back it's a slightly different route. You go past Janet's Foss and then back into Malham for the finish. So yeah, it's going to be a long old day out. It's going to be a tough, but that's part of the adventure of it. It's my longest ever run by some considerable distance. I've done 36 mile at the Calderdale hike last month. But yeah, there's nothing sort of like this before. Obviously I did the Three Peaks Fell race last week, so I know what's to come on that section. Like I say, it's going to be a tough day out. I've got absolutely no time expectations today at all. I honestly haven't got a clue. I'm just going to pace it by feel. Yeah, just run to feel. Rather than trying to run at a pace or trying to hit any sort of particular time goals, because yeah, it's a long way and it's going to be a long day. It's going to be over 10 hours, I would imagine. Yeah, well over 10 hours, probably nearer to 12, but honestly I haven't got a clue. Yeah, there's a lot of climbing on it. Obviously you've got the Three Peaks, but you've got to go over Fountains Fell twice. So yeah, so it's going to be a tough day out, but it's all part of the fun. So yeah, it's a very good setup with GB Ultras. It's kit check and registration went really smooth. Yeah, so I'm number 52. I've got my number, I've got my tracker. So yeah, we'll see you all in a bit. Bye.
Yeah, don't just go out.
I know where it goes, I've got enough for a taxi. All the way back.
Hey, one on the left, my dad's taking pictures.
With no one staying up.
And we're off. Only 50 miles to go. We've just gone to 5k at 8:51. Just on a little out and back section. So the lead runners just come back towards us. A lot of climbing so far. It's all good. So we've just gone through 10k in an hour and 6 minutes. This last 5k has been pretty flat. It's ever so slightly undulating, but a lot faster than the first 5k. So see what's up. Just gone through 15k in an hour and 42. This last 5k been a really win. I think we're almost at the top of Farnsfell. But there's so many false summits, I honestly can't tell. So we're just approaching checkpoint 1, approximately 12 miles. Go through this checkpoint and then we'll start climbing up Pennine again. We're almost at the top of Pennine. Bit of contrasting views from last week's race. Yeah, so just over half marathon distance done in 2:34. Yeah, that's almost at the top of Pennine. So we made it to the top. And now at the nice descent down to Welsh Village.
He's gone out.
We've done 3 hours now, 3 hours in, 26, just over 26k, so almost third way around. Still a lot more climbing to come though. It's just on the run to the village. Probably didn't turn my ankle again, huh? Just hoping I can run it off. It's really sore again. Same ankle that I did at all as well. Why is that always the case? We're 20 mile in. Yeah, my ankle's really sore. I've got about maybe a mile along the road now to Ribbley Viaduct, and that's what next checkpoint is. So I'm going to have to decide, make a decision, whatever, on whether I can continue. I just don't want to cause any long-term damage, and I've still got 30 mile left. Just don't know what to do. I really don't. I don't like pulling out races, but I've got to think of long-term health, and you know, I don't want to be out injured for a long time, and especially with the weight that I've lost and how easily I seem to put it back on. I need to be maintaining my running to maintain the weight, but I just don't know what to do. Well, yeah, made the decision to withdraw 21 mile, and yeah, it's just not getting any better, and just don't make it any worse. Still 29 mile left. It's disappointing, but some more races in the future. But yeah, it's lovely route, and really well organised by GBM Trust. I think I'll definitely be back next year to try and complete it. Yeah, disappointing, but yeah, left to find over there. See you all soon. So, yet again, another DNF because of my ankle. It's becoming a recurring theme. Yeah, I was running really well today. I'm really disappointed. Yeah, I felt really strong. I was climbing really well, which is very unusual for me. I trying to run what I could run, and then when I was walking, I was trying to walk with more of a purpose than I normally do. I normally sort of stroll a bit and catch my breath, and I was pushing on the climbs, and I was catching people and overtaking people, and I was really impressed. So yeah, so I pulled out at checkpoint 2, which was Ribbley Viaduct, just short of 34 kilometres, 21 mile. And at that point I was 65th, 66th in the race, out of just short of 400 runners. So yeah, it shows you how well I was moving. But yeah, I'd rolled my ankle on the section between Pennine and Ribbley. It wasn't a descent. I wasn't taking any chances. It's a bit of a rocky section, and I stood on a rock, and it moved. But because obviously it's only 6 or 8 weeks since I injured that ankle when I did the Howard Fobble, it's obviously just not fully back to its how it should be, and yeah, it's just one of those things. It's frustrating, but you know, there's other races. I'm supposed to be doing the Bluebell Trail race tomorrow, 10 mile over at Stainland. I'm going to see how I am in the morning. Yeah, it might be better, it might not. I'm not going to take any chances. If it's not right, it's not right. yeah, I've got the Calderdale Way Relay leg 6 for Calder Valley Fellows next Sunday. So we'll take camera along for that one and see if we can get some a good race video. Certainly hope it's a complete run, should be. But yeah, it is frustrating, and it's becoming more of a habit than I'd like. But I know that it's not that I didn't have it in my legs and it wasn't in my head. It's just an injury, and I could have pushed on, and I could have probably got round and got done. But I know that the descent off of Wayneside is tricky, and the descent off Ingleborough is, yeah, it's not easy when you've got two fully working ankles, and I'd have probably just ended up doing myself more of an injury and being out long term, and I certainly don't want that. I need to be running regular, both for my physical health and my mental health, because yeah, I just go into a bit of a dark place when I can't get out and exercise, and yeah, I just need to be running. So yeah, we'll hopefully be back sooner rather than later. Like I say, I'll make a decision on tomorrow's run in the morning, but if not, it'll be Calderdale Relay next week. Yeah, I think that I'm probably not going to do the wall in June. I don't fancy it. It's 70 mile, mostly on road, and I've got quite a big expense to get up there and back on train, over 100 quid, and then same again on accommodation. Yeah, because I've got to stop Friday night in Carlisle and Saturday night in Newcastle. Got to get the train up to Carlisle on the Friday after work. I was going to drive up to Newcastle and then get the train across, but I've booked into a guest house in Carlisle, and you've got to check in by 9, and I've got to get my race number and my tracker and stuff on the Friday night, and yeah, it's just, yeah, when I don't really fancy it, it just seems daft spending another £200. So hopefully I can withdraw from that and get, I think they give you a voucher to spend on another rat race, and I'm just going to put more research into the kind of event that I want to do. I thought when I booked it that it was going to be trail along the Adrian's Wall, and like I said, when I've read further, it was my own fault. It's all there on the website. I booked it. I booked it nearly 2 years ago during lockdown, and I'd booked it as an event to aim at, and it was going to be my first ultra, and obviously I've done a couple now since, but I prefer running on trails. I don't like running on road, and 70 mile is a long way to be running on road. Just that, you know, continuous pace, and yeah, there's a few. It is a hilly one, so you do get obviously the respite from the hills to walk them and stretch your legs out on the descent and stuff, but it's a lot of sort of pounding on tarmac, and I just, like I say, I just don't really fancy it anymore. So yeah, it'll give me also a chance to like freshen up and put a good training block in for the autumn. I'm doing the Heights Ultra in September. It's 50 kilometre trail ultra. that's just going to be a fun run. There's a few runners from Dewsbury Road runners that are wanting to do their first ultras, the first official ultras. They've done some of them's done training ultras. Mona and Haroon that I ran the hobble route with the week after, they're doing it, and Scarlett and Anna and possibly a few others. So that'll be a nice sort of just gentle, you know, just sort of social run. And then I'm wanting to put a good training block in for Yorkshire Marathon to kind of see what shape I can get in. I know I need to get my eating on point as well as my training. But yeah, so that's the rough plan going forward.